Miss me?
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah, baby. I missed you too. Although I might have been watching you through the crack in the curtains over there. Just taking my long stares at your beautiful face. I promised you a story, so I guess this is a promise I'll keep. I don't always keep all my promises. Why bother? Nobody's really thinking about you that much anyway. Unless you're Marie, that is. I'm thinking about you more than you know. And I have a great case to tell you about. It was the first day of spring. It was the equinox and a full moon. Everybody was so excited. All of a sudden, people who had been grumpy the day before were screeching happy screeches in the streets. So fucking annoying. How does a day on the calendar suddenly make your life better? I was just as broke as I was on the last day of winter. And everything I was doing just wasn't working out. Cleaned my gun, broke the bottom of where the trigger goes. Bullets fell all on the floor in between the cracks of my floor. Nothing horribly hard, but everything annoyingly difficult. Just one of those days where you're wishing something might go your way, and the more you wish, the more you hope, the more you're proved wrong. The more the universe disappoints you. But that's the story of my life. I went back to my office, which was also my apartment. Sat on my desk, which was also my bed. And I decided to have myself a little nap. Since the blinds in my office don't work, it always looks like night in there anyway. Except for through that little crack where the blinds are broken and the light streams in. Just a little fuck you to my attitude. I fluffed up my jacket so the light would be blocked from my eyes, and I passed the fuck out.
I just let myself in.
So did I.
So did I. I let all of us in.
So did I.
I did it first, Tommy. I did it first.
We're all letting somebody in, aren't
I guess I just let myself in before you three let each other and yourselves in. Come, have a seat. It's only enough for some of you. Some of you are going to have to stand.
I guess the two of us will stand.
Oh, shit. I'm the oldest. We're brothers.
I could tell they were brothers because they all looked exactly the same.
You Rocket?
That's right.
Roomy Rocket?
That's right. The one, the only.
I told you.
How can I help you? Well, it also says it right on the door.
Yeah.
It says it on the
That's
door.
when I told you. I said, I think this is the place.
We got some shit going on, Rocket. Our shit. Our father's been killed.
Natural causes killed him.
Was it natural? A natural murder. It's all the same here in Casino.
I knew who they were. Their father was John T. Thompson, the inventor of the Tommy gun. That's right here in Kashigo City. It's where the Tommy gun was invented. That's the shit we're proud of.
You know who our father was? Is?
You say was now.
Was.
He's gone.
He's dead.
Why don't you tell me? I think I have an idea, but why don't you tell me?
Yeah, Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy.
Tommy Thompson.
Tommy Thompson, that's me. My daddy was John G. Thompson. Thompson.
John Tommy Thompson.
John Tommy Thompson.
Inventor of the Tommy gun. I know who you are. I saw you on the front page of the paper, standing by your father's casket. Casket shaped like a Tommy gun.
Yeah.
That's what he wanted.
What he always wanted.
Buried him with 2 Tommy guns.
Like a vampire across his chest.
And we did a Tommy gun salute when we lowered him.
21 Tommy gun salute.
It lasted a real long time.
It was a long time.
Long time.
We're not here to talk about his funeral, though.
We got a problem.
Problem we're not keeping out of the papers for now, but who knows how long that'll last.
That you're not keeping out
We're
of the
keeping
papers?
out of the papers.
You get it straight.
I
It's
stuttered
hard
a
to
little
work
bit.
for you if you don't know what you want.
Well, okay, here's the thing, right?
Rocket. Ruby Rocket.
The will, it didn't go to us. We didn't get any money, and well, we don't really know how to do anything else.
It didn't go to our poor mom either.
No.
And if it would have gone to mom, then maybe it would have at least gone to us.
Eventually.
But we don't have anything, and time's running out.
Look, I'm not a lawyer. I can't help you with issues of a will. I can give you the name of a lawyer. He's not very good, but he's cheap, which seems like what you need right about now.
Hey, we don't do lawyers.
Listen, Ruby, this is not just a case of legalese. Somebody's pulled a fast one on our father, claiming to be a 4th brother. We ain't have no 4th brother. That was grammar.
Yeah, they read the will. It was like, it goes to this other guy.
Never heard of him.
Who's this other guy?
Yeah, who's this other guy?
Who's Jared?
Jared? I didn't know people were named Jared at this century.
If there's a Jared out there, then I'm not the middle child, and that's not okay.
Stop. You're always talking
You
about
could technically be one of the middle children.
that.
I can't be the middle and a middle.
There can be more than one middle child, but we're not here to talk about
No.
family fucking dynamics, are we?
No,
Or are we?
There's never time.
Nobody knew about this other brother?
no. Nobody knew about this other brother. He just showed up.
He's a fraud, I tell you.
Yeah, he's no Thompson.
We need you to get to the bottom of this.
Jared Thompson doesn't even flow.
No.
I'm Tommy Thompson.
And we need it for pro bono.
What are your names?
My name's Trevor Thompson.
Sounds just as good as Jared Thompson to me.
It flows beautifully. Comes right off of the tongue.
Yeah.
Trevor Thompson.
At least it's 2 T's.
That's
I guess.
right.
My name's Travis.
I don't give a fuck who you are.
Listen, Rocket. I'm guessing we got like maybe a day or 2 before we probably die because we don't have any money. So I don't know. I could be dead by the end of the day. Did you just see? I threw the cigarette down, picked it up, and put it back in my mouth because I was like, "This is my last cigarette.
That's
I
right.
canent afford another one.
That's how I've smoked my whole life.
Could I have a cigarette, please?" Already lit inside of the surprise.
That's the real
Keeps me
incredible
warm.
part. Yeah.
You see that?
It's cold in here even when it's hot outside. It's always cold in here.
Listen, Rocky, you get our money and you get your money. Double. We'll double your fee.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear that?
No one cares about me.
That's right. All right. I'll charge you double my fee if I actually solve this case, and if I don't, just for free, I'll teach you how to be poor. I'm real good at it.
You do that for us?
Yeah. How'd you like your whiskey?
I'm drunk right now.
Yeah.
I'm very drunk.
You're gonna have to learn, because I made this under my desk. And I make it strong so I don't have to make it too often.
Could I have that too, please?
Absolutely not.
Okay, then.
Tommy, you're asking for a lot here.
Shut up, Trevor.
At least you already know how to ask for what you need. It's a good start. All right. I'll take your case.
Yes!
And I'll let you have both those cigarettes.
Thank you very much.
Do I get a cigarette or?
No. No, you don't.
You probably start by selling that coat.
This?
Could get a lot for that.
This is Papa's coat.
Could probably get double what I thought you could get for that.
I'll never take this coat off.
He never takes that coat off.
Never. 6 years old, Papa gave it to me. I haven't taken it off since.
It was real big then, but now it's
Normal.
They kept muttering about the coat the whole way out of my office. It was real warm outside, and he kept that coat on just as he said he would. Brother out of nowhere. It's not the first time I've heard of that happening. Just as likely to be a real brother as it is not to be a real brother. When there's powerful men involved, extra children aren't a big surprise, Marie. But people claiming to be extra children, that's not a big surprise either, is it? You ever lied for money, Marie?
Just about every day.
Every day. You're my new favorite person. I decided I should start by seeing what the mother of these boys knew. I headed over to her big house. It sat up all by itself on a hill, looked down on the Tommy gun factory. It had a big, looked like a castle. Had one of those turrets. And it had Tommy guns all pointed out in case anybody ever tried to break in. Somehow I still just walked right up and let myself in.
Who's that? Who is that?
Good afternoon, Mrs. Thompson.
Is it? I guess I wouldn't know. I'm in mourning.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
My condolences.
Thank you.
Sorry for your loss.
Yes. And Jaunty died as well.
What was that?
My husband, Jaunty, he also died. I lost a lot of money, you might have heard.
Oh, I see. You're mourning the money and then also your husband's.
Oh, Jaunty and I had an arrangement.
You're gonna... She looked off into space as she drank her wine through her veil.
It strains out any weird bits.
Sure it does. Sure it does. That is the longest cigarette holder I've ever seen.
I'm a big woman. Lot to handle.
I bet you are. You know, Mrs. Thompson, if you weren't in mourning over both your husband and your money, I'd say you were flirting with me.
Oh. Would you?
Did you say...
It's like a fiddle. And you can fiddle me timbers.
I'd never heard that expression.
I just made it up. I'm a bit of a poet.
Very romantic.
But of course.
Do you mind if I sit on your morning chaise lounge?
Yes, please. Make yourself comfortable. I find mourning to be very sad and quite boring, if I'm honest. It's like everyone came around for the first few days, and then when the will dried up, people stopped coming. Even my sons.
It's the way it happens.
I suppose I'd never been widowed before. Have you?
Never. Lost my mother, though, when I was 8 years old.
That's too bad.
Nobody came around at all. Learned how to take care of myself.
Oh, this is just making it sadder. It's port. It's all I could find.
Ugh,
Yeah, I know.
disgusting.
Try it through a strainer. It's better somehow. Can I help you? I realize I never got your name.
Name's Rocket.
That's a weird name.
Ruby Rocket.
Oh, less weird.
I'm a private investigator. I'll be honest with you. Your son's hired me to try to find out if this beneficiary of your husband's will is actually who he claims to be. But you don't seem to be too concerned.
Oh, I'm concerned about the Jared issue, but I'm just afraid I'm out of my depth. What are you doing? Don't do that, I could be allergic.
Are you?
No, but I could
Listen, do you have any reason to think your husband might have been unfaithful?
be. Lots. You remember what I said about Jaunty and my arrangement?
Yes.
The arrangement was that we both had sex with other people, and rarely with one another. So I'm not exactly sure what he got up to, or who he got into, or what came out of them, or who that person grew into, and whether they would be named Jared. So it's entirely possible that Jared, Tommy Thompson, is a legitimate, is a son of my late husband.
When I watched her drink that wine through that veil, the only thing I could think, the only thing I could hear, the only thing I could picture, the only question I was asking myself was, would my tongue also fit through that veil? So it could be true and it could not be true. But what do you think? What is your gut telling you?
My gut tells me that some... Are you trying to kiss me?
Yeah.
Okay, you asked me a question. So I was
Yeah,
going to answer. Should I still answer, or do you want to
Yeah, I can-
flirt more?
Can we do both?
You can lick my
Oh.
glass. My gut tells me that there's something suspicious going on. I don't know why Jaunty would have made the changes to his will that he apparently made. I don't know why he would have left me nothing. A fourth son is something, but despite our arrangement, Jaunty loved me. And I think he would have wanted me to get something.
Sounds like he always wanted you to get something, which is very considerate
That's
of
good.
him.
That's good. Yes.
But I believe you, and I'll see what I can do.
And I'll see what I can do. Because I can do a lot.
I believe you. I'll be back.
Come back and visit, please. This is
I will.
fucking boring.
It made sense what she was saying. There often have been kids who have emerged from nowhere to make a claim to a will, but rare that the entire estate would be left to them, to somebody that was never acknowledged. So I knew I had to do some digging. I had a friend down at the Genealogical Records Society. I went down to see what I could find out.
Oh, that was something. Oh, damn it.
Afternoon, Freddie.
Ah,
Sorry to surprise you like that.
I would recognize that voice anywhere.
How are you, my friends?
I'm good. It's been too long since you've been down to the basement at the county for records.
It has been a long time, Freddie. You know me. I don't like records.
I know you're allergic to dust.
I don't like official business.
Permits. Ugh.
City requirements. It's all corrupt, this city. Everybody except you, Freddie.
I tried to keep an honest record. Business.
It's because nobody thinks about you down here.
They don't. I'm out of sight, out of mind, out of everybody's thoughts.
Not mine, Freddie.
Thank you. What do you
He
need?
was a little high for me.
What do you need?
Freddie, can you tell me about a birth, whether legitimate or illegitimate?
I know every birth, legitimate or illegitimate.
I'm looking for records from the Thompson family.
The Thompson family? The famous Tommy Gun Thompson family?
That's right.
The old man just died.
Thanks for the news flash.
Wasn't in that one. What? The Thompson family genealogical file is gone.
It's gone?
Nobody's been down here in 4 months, except for me.
So what did you do with it?
I didn't do anything with it. I know where every record is. Somebody's been fiddling around my file cabinets.
But you said nobody's been down here.
For 4 months.
You think it's been... Can I just make this what I want it to be, Freddie? I feel like making up some stories.
If nobody's been down here, somebody must have been messing around.
Your glasses are crooked, Freddie.
No!
Are you Freddie, the genealogical historian guy?
That's me! I have the permits to be here! You're gonna have to get through these records. Oh, not the Tommy gun!
All right.
I'm not dead yet! No! No! I'm allergic to bullets!
The strangers shot Freddie for a good 10, 20 minutes. When Freddie wouldn't die by Tommy gun, he just beat the crap out of him for another 20 minutes. Meanwhile, my gun was still jammed from earlier when I'd been trying to clean it.
Ruby!
And I was useless to save my friend.
Dying.
Are you? It seems like you're invincible, Freddie.
Just mark me deceased in file.
I'll do that for you, Freddie. Finally, he passed away. There was even a little blood around him. Not much, though. Freddie's blood ran thick from all those years in the cold, dark basement. I never marked him deceased. Sure, it was his last wish, but what does he know? He's dead, and I hate files. And maybe I just didn't want to accept he was really gone, and that I did nothing to help him, except play with my broken gun. Just a futile attempt as I watched an extremely violent, long, drawn-out murder in front of me. The masked man had run out, and now I was sure that there was some foul play involved. You pretty sure that there's some foul play involved? Absolutely. Where to go next?
Oh, Miss Ruby, why are you always getting involved in them murders?
I went down to the police station. Saw my old friend Rick. Marie, have you ever loved somebody so much that you could squeeze your eyes so hard that they would pop out the back of your head, travel all the way around the world, and just as they got back to you, you could open your eyes and they'd pop back in the front? That's why you wear those glasses. Seemed like that would just keep them from getting back in your head at the end, Marie. But I knew you were a woman of passion. And that's how it felt about Rick. And Rick, somewhere inside him, he loved me, but we could never be together, not really. And for sure, the captain didn't like me getting involved in anything.
I'm just saying, you're always turning up at these crime scenes. It's not any good. One of these days, I'm not gonna be able to bail you out.
Look, Rick, I didn't know it was gonna be a crime scene when I went there.
Oh, that's fair.
All right, Rocket, shut up. Sit down. Bayless, sit down over there. It's me, the captain.
Captain.
You don't always have to announce that it's you, Captain. I know
That's what I do.
You know, Captain, if you just hire me to be a cop, I could be useful
I'm
instead
not
of being in your
hiring you
way.
to be a fucking cop. What were you doing at the crime scene, Rocket?
I was looking up my genealogical records.
Bullshit. Go again.
I was looking up my mother's genealogical records, Captain.
New choice, Rocket.
Visiting my friend Freddie.
Bullshit.
Captain, are you drunk?
Yeah, I am. I'm very drunk and depressed.
That's against police code, I believe.
But that's my kind of man, Captain.
What?
Have a drink.
Yeah, I will. Listen, Rocket. Oh, it's all over my mouth. I need you to stay away from the Thompson case. All right? You too, Bayless.
Oh, the Thompsons are involved?
God damn it.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
They were just in the papers.
Yeah.
I read sometimes.
No. Yeah.
Sometimes I try
All right.
reading.
Yeah, we all
Doesn't-
get it. You know how to read, Rick.
I do.
Yeah.
I swear.
I know. You tell us.
Okay.
All the time.
All right.
We're happy for you.
Good. Just wanted to establish that fact.
I know. Yeah.
Rick was real dumb. As dumb as he was handsome. That's why I found him irresistible.
Listen, no matter what happens, you have to stay away from the Thompson case.
What's going on, Captain? You gonna cry?
Yeah,
You gonna cry about her, Captain?
I'm not happy, okay? I'm not a happy person. This shell. It's a shell, Rocket, all right?
Just then, the captain stepped forward and did his own monologue. About his deepest.
I bought a tiger the other day. I got a pet tiger at my house, and I named her Martha. Martha was a woman I loved. tiger attacked me recently. Bit off a toe. And I'm working through that, all right? I'm working through some things.
Sir, should you both be holding firearms here in the States?
Always.
Is that just what we're doing now?
I painted mine orange.
Should have shot your tiger, Captain.
I'll never shoot my Martha.
Well, look, Captain, I'm not going to make any promises. I got a job to do, and I got to do it.
You got a gun, Bayless?
They gave me a gun! They gave me a gun! I asked real nice.
All right. Stay away, or I will maybe have to hurt you, Ruby. With my gun. A bullet.
I understand how a gun works, Captain. When it works.
Is that policing, Captain? I'm not sure that's in...
It's captaining.
What was that word one more time?
It's captaining. All right? Captain's out.
I left the police station. I'd never seen the captain in such bad shape. He's told me to stay away from cases before, pretty much all the time, but he's never threatened violence. That tiger sure got to him. I realized I'd seen a new character in town down at Bobby's Bar and Grill. And he looked an awful lot like those 3 brothers I had seen. I had a hunch he might know something about this 4th brother. Buy you a drink?
I just ordered one. I think he saw me.
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, I've been waiting.
You can have some of mine if you'd like.
Oh, I actually don't drink. I was just gonna order a seltzer.
You don't drink?
No.
What's wrong with you?
I just have never had a care for it. Is that how you say it? I have never had a care for it? I think that feels right. Smoky in here. Is that normal? This is my first time at a bar. It's pretty fun. It's loud, but it's pretty fun.
You're cute.
Thank you. Thank you.
What's your name?
Jared.
Name's Rocket.
That's a weird name.
Heard that before. First name's Ruby, last name's Rocket.
Oh, that's less weird.
How about you buying me a drink?
Okay,
Looks like you got a fine suit on there.
Oh, thanks. It's new. Honestly, I recently came into some money and it's been crazy. It looks like he's taking a break, maybe.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
Did you want a drink or something, or?
Oh, there's another one over there.
He's on break. I'm the one on duty.
Okay. Yeah. Can we get a seltzer and I don't know. What does a lady drink?
Can I get your finest shelf whiskey? Full bottle?
Just the bottle.
Well, full bottle.
Oh, sure.
Is that normal?
Definitely.
Oh, cool.
Hey, listen, Jared, how'd you come into all this money?
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Wow.
I'll save that one for later.
Oh, you're gonna drink the one you brought in.
That's right.
Wow. And that's normal?
What's normal?
I don't know. I'm not super duper from here.
Is walking into a city and inheriting all the money of one of the richest families in the country when nobody even knew you existed normal? Jared?
Oh, so you know my whole deal.
I know some of your deal.
Yeah. I don't think it is normal. It's really surprising, to be honest.
I gotta say, you did a great job. You pulled off that whole scam without anybody getting onto you.
Oh. No, Miss Ruby, it wasn't a scam. I think John T. Thompson is actually my father. At least that's what my mom says.
Who's your mom?
Her name's Carla. She lives in a suburb. I called her after I got the jury letter, or I don't know. I'm sorry. I've never been.
Hey, it's me, the captain.
You don't always have to announce it, Captain.
Yeah, I do.
It says it right there in your badge.
Yeah,
buddy.
it does. It says it's me, the captain. Yeah. What's going on here, Rocket?
Just having a drink, Captain. Have some of mine, or have some of this.
Don't mind if I do. Double fist.
Are you a police officer?
You're goddamn right I'm not. I'm a captain.
Okay.
And you? Fancy shoes? With the haircut?
My name's Jared.
Yeah, I know who you are.
Oh.
Sit down.
Whoa. Is there a problem here, Captain?
You're goddamn right there isn't.
I'm not 100% sure you're using that phrase
Sit
right.
down, sit down. And you,
Yeah.
bartender, a bottle, please. My own. Slide it down the bar.
The bar ends right here.
I'll do this one. I told you not to go digging around, Rocket.
Look, Captain, I do what I do, and you do what you do. So we're both doing what we do, all right?
It's a great point. It's a great point, yeah.
I'm just in a public bar. Anybody can be in a public bar with their own whiskey, a cigarette, and a gun.
None of that is true.
Yeah.
Listen, Jared. You and I were having a nice conversation. I'm sorry the captain had to come in here and interrupt.
Oh, Captain just ruins everything, doesn't
Maybe we
he?
could go somewhere private and talk a little bit more.
Okay, sure.
I didn't expect you to say yes to that.
Oh,
You seem easily intimidated.
you smell a lot like alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been drinking for years.
Miss Rocket, you're gonna need to take that outside.
Yeah, take it outside.
He wants me to take you outside.
No, I don't think he's talking about that. Listen,
Listen,
it's been a
Jared.
pleasure to meet you. I would say, as a first bar experience, I don't think I'll be coming back. I didn't do any scam.
Sit down. You
No.
got some brothers to talk to. They're coming in 30 seconds.
Jared sat down, but I gotta tell you, Marie, he looked exactly like the other brothers. Records or no records, this guy was a Tommy gun heir if I ever saw one. And only to make that point more evident,
I gotta go to the bathroom.
the brothers walked in shortly thereafter.
So this is him,
The famous Jared.
the other middle brother.
Wow. It's like looking into 3 mirrors.
Sit down.
Ah, stop touching my hand.
Have a seat, Jared.
Okay.
This one's real unpredictable. He doesn't know what it's like to be poor.
Just shoot him.
Don't shoot him, put it away.
I just want everyone to know, yesterday I went to a lawyer and I had a will made up saying that half of the money I inherited would go to an orphanage.
Ah.
And if I died, the other half would go to that orphanage.
So maybe you ought to wait before you kill him, till you can maybe win his affection, all right?
It's gonna be hard because right now my affection is primarily won by orphans.
Well, I got a surprise for all of you. Your mother's gonna be here any second. I gave her a call. That's right, Jared.
Oh, wow. Their mother or my mother?
Well, that's a funny thing, Jared.
I lost my hat.
Captain, just shut up and watch. This is what police work looks like.
You're a police officer?
No, but I should be.
Oh.
But why would I want to work for that piece of shit anyway?
Boys! It's Mother!
Mother!
Stay over there.
Mother.
Ma!
It's great to see you all.
Who are you?
Oh, you stupid idiot.
Okay.
I'm their mother. And I could have been your mother too if you didn't come out of another woman's vagina.
Or did he?
What?
Go stand by your mother, Jared.
Okay.
He walked over in what felt like an eternity to get from one spot to the other.
Jared,
And I don't mean just slow motion, Marie. I mean, he
obvious
walked
I've never
over,
been
he
into a
walked
bar
back, he walked around, he tripped over some seats, he bumped into the bar. He seemed extraordinarily stupid.
Something wrong with him?
And then when he finally stood next to her, you could see.
We're identical.
That's right, Mrs. Thompson. Carla isn't Jared's mother. Carla's just a woman who raised him after you gave him away.
Ma, you
Is
didn't.
that true? Are you my mother? Yes, okay, yes. Yes. I had another baby in the middle, but I didn't know who the father was. So I gave him away.
I'm the middle child?
Yes, we knew that already.
No.
Yes, there's the oldest, the youngest, and the middle child. 3 sons. And that guy.
I'll just leave.
And this was your plan all along, wasn't it,
Yes.
Mrs. Thompson?
Yes, it was.
When you realized he was truly your husband's child, as he looked more and more like Timm and more like you and more like all of your sons, you saw an opportunity to make sure he got all the money in the will,
Yes.
and that he would eventually.
You see what I'm working with over here? There's one that's sort of dumb and sad, one that is too violent. And I don't know why I never really liked Trevor. Maybe it's the name.
Doesn't
Trevor.
roll off
Just
the
doesn't
tongue.
roll off the tongue.
It doesn't work. That's what I've been saying the whole time.
That's not my fault.
I put all my hopes in Jared here. Cigarette went in.
I'm the captain and I'm still here.
Yes, Captain, we all see you there. You don't have to keep announcing it.
That's some impressive detective work there, Ruby. But no woman can come into the police force and tell me how to do my job. I told you to stay out of this Thompson case, and I did it for a reason.
Just shoot her.
What?
What reason is that, Captain? You'll see you have your criminal, and if you actually look, I'm sure that this is the source of the murder of Freddie in the genealogy department.
She didn't murder Freddie. I murdered John T. Thompson.
Wait, what?
And Freddie. It was me, the captain. I love that woman.
Damn.
Didn't see that coming in all your detective work, did ya?
Captain, I thought you were a mess, but I didn't know you were that much of a mess.
She looks kind of like Martha if you squint and you're in pain from the tiger.
Oh, Captain. How embarrassing for you. I know you loved me. But to kill Jaunty And that poor, sad records nerd. That's so disgusting.
What?
Despicable.
Our mom hates murder.
But I'm a captain. It's what I do legally.
No.
Rick!
No.
Rick, I'm gonna need you to arrest your captain.
Yeah, I'll arrest you.
But just then, the captain started shooting his gun randomly and wildly in the air. Rick and I both toward the captain, and our hands touched as we clasped his gun, and we made out right there over the captain.
Is this normal?
The captain fell. Rick took him in. The original middle child, well, he had taken a bullet to the shoulder, but he didn't die. You know why? Because middle children are survivors. He stood up and he dragged his wounded body to the emergency room at the hospital with no help from anybody. Because nobody cared enough to help or even notice he had been shot.
I'll do it.
Excuse me.
Hey, ow. It's cool. Oh.
Well, the captain went to jail. And Jared, well, we had a little talk.
One of the bullets hit my mother. All that's left is a pile of loose furs.
You never even got to know her.
No. But that's okay. Because you know what I am now? An orphan. Just like the orphans I so admire.
That's right. And with that, we walked out of the bar.
I am going to take this alcohol, though. I think I might need it.
That's fine.
Thanks for everything. This has been fun.
And that's how...
Oh, except for when everybody got shot.
Okay, bye-bye. And that's how Jared Thompson became the primary beneficiary of his own charitable cause. And he squandered the money on drinking and women. He'd come visit me every now and then. And we'd have a wonderful time. And that's the story of the missing genealogical records. Please keep it going for Michael Yichao, Matt Lask, Flewelling, and Tyler Quinn. Also for Johan Wagner, doing all the music, for Anthony doing lights and sound, for John Timm doing all of these beautiful visuals, for my new best friend Marie, who I'm going to make love to shortly after this show, for all the door staff, bar staff, and volunteers. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. We have one more Ruby Rocket in this run. Next week is the final Ruby Rocket. We've been doing it since January. We have 12 that we've done, plus another 12 that I've done on the road with improvisers from all over. All of these will be up as a podcast that you can listen to, the ones that you missed. Everyone is wildly different because we're just making them up on the spot. So please check that out, and you can go to Instagram, follow Ruby Rocket. You can see we actually have a comic book, a cartoon, and all those illustrations are up there that are done by Sam Neiman, who's my partner in developing this Ruby Rocket character. So one last round of applause for you guys because you've been amazing. Thank you so much.